Gripping, intelligent, bloody fun, and mind-blowing. Those are just some of the nice things people have been saying about this book.
That's nice. That is nice.
It is very nice.
That's very nice.
What do you want people to take away from it?
I hope that they find it gripping, fun. What was the other one?
Mind-blowing.
Mind-blowing.
I would say all those things. I would add surprising. Like, I think one of the things that we're really hoping for is that, yes, it does the kind of exciting stuff that you might expect, but that we also hope that it does some stuff that you don't expect. You know, it has some more kind of thoughtful elements and so on as well, which you might not necessarily imagine going in.
This is a fictional story about a warrior who is on this journey trying to figure out what it means to die, but can't actually die.
Yeah, they're 80,000 years old. They're half human, a human mother and a other father, a kind of alien, question mark, who's cursed with violence, who is not able to die but wants to be able to die.
The case is he wants to be able to die, which is distinct and is kind of important and something we sort of try and tease out what that difference means.
He wants freedom. He wants to be emancipated. He wants...
What is it to be a human if there's no end in sight?
And I was reading somewhere that you actually broke down and cried when you read the finished product.
You're holding it in your hands.
I am,
so I got to hold it in my hands, and it was like, and it was like, here it is, and like, it is in your hand, it is in my hand.
Do you need another moment to be emotional?
I don't know. If you read it, I hope you enjoy it, because I feel it's a very special novel.
And do you know what's really special as well, seeing you this excited? Because I think when we often watch you on screen, usually chasing bad guys and saving people, and it feels somewhat quite liberating to see you this excited about a project. That's not a movie. So where would you say where does this fit within the Keanu Reeves list of achievements? Does this compare to releasing a big blockbuster movie?
I would just say that it's been really wonderful to have the opportunity and to collaborate with such a wonderful artist and to be a part of creating something that I think is really, really good.
And what I also sense is that you obviously trust him to have even allowed him to go away and write this on your behalf.
When we first met, the first couple of meetings were exactly, I think, about, in the kind of warmest possible way, like, do we trust each other's instincts? Do we trust each other's aesthetic approaches?
Yeah.
I've got these, because these were originally, these are Keanu's toys, is the way I always put it. He invited me into his playground with his toys and said, what games can you play with these toys? Because these are characters that come from his comic and so on. And that itself is a huge act of trust. And then in reciprocation, I had to be very careful about saying, well, here are some of the games I would like to play. Do you trust me with that?
And the fact that you created this comic that China mentioned a few years ago, it's now going to be turned into a Netflix action
Yeah, hopefully
series.
we have no idea, but we can try. Yeah, I mean it's been part of for me from the onset, trying to take this character and world and have other artists play in the sandbox, I guess, and see what they came up with.
So whatever you tend to touch in your life always turns out to be a success.
I wouldn't say that. There are some people who would disagree with that. Yeah. But we try and we hope that people like what we do.
Can I read you a few messages online from people who admire you and love you? I don't know if you want to hear it.
I don't know. I mean, that sounds very nice.
I'm just going to read them. You can cover your ears if you want. So, Keanu is a beacon of hope in all this dark, horrible world. Let's protect him at all cost. Keanu is one of the most centered people on the planet, so rare he must be an alien. The world does not deserve Keanu. He's the definition of love.
Well, that's very kind.
How does it feel to be such a beloved figure?
No, it's when it happens, I find it very generous, and it's better than the other side, right? Right.
For a lot of our audience who will be watching this, they might not be aware of this, but you have a very strong connection to the UK. your mother is actually from Essex.
Right, yeah. Yes, yes, that is true.
Have you been back there? Have you visited at all?
I don't. My mom ran away from home when she was 15, so I have never had really much contact with her side of the family.
One of the first ever movies that I fell in love with was Speed, of course, and it is celebrating its 30th anniversary this year.
Yeah, happy birthday, Speed.
That's pretty sweet.
30 years old. Yeah.
I remember watching that movie, and I don't know what
When
it
you were
was.
like 6?
Well, I am 32, so I
Okay, you were 4.
watched it when I was
Yeah.
and
But you remember it.
I remember it, and it's one of those movies where I can keep going back to and watching over and over. I usually hate watching the same thing over and over, but it holds a very special place in my life.
Oh, cool.
And it probably be very controversial for me to say this. I think I love Speed more than I love Matrix and anything else that you've ever done or touched.
Wow. Wow, I wonder why.
It's just the fact that you were this hero who saved the day.
The save the day. Yeah. He tried. He tried.
Keanu in China, thank you so much.
Thank
Appreciate
you.
it.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.